So let's look at our first task. It says the Tapao Club, the Tapao Club would like the cycle network to provide the shortest route between Hamilton and Tapao. So the first thing we need to do then, I would suggest, is actually let's draw our network. And they've given us this table here, which says the distances between towns in kilometres for the proposed cycleways are given. So I'm going to use my big colourful map, and to make it easier for you guys to see what I'm doing, I'm going to cut this table out and stick it on the top of my map so you can follow my progress. Let's trim that down a little bit so you can see. Now, the key to this is going to be being systematic and keeping track of what you do so you don't miss something. So I'm going to get a coloured pen and I'm going to mark it off as I go. Now, how you use these tables is the things that touch the area describe the box. So, for instance, Matamata is on this row and Hamilton is on this row, and they meet here. So the distance between them is 68. So what I'm going to do is grab my pen and my ruler. And remember, you don't have to follow the roads. A network doesn't need to reflect what's actually going on in the real world in terms of what it looks like. It just needs to use straight lines and sometimes curved lines if it makes it easier to get around two places or there's other straight lines in the way. It just needs to show the connections. It doesn't need to reflect how far apart they are in real life. So the first number I'm going to start with is this one. So I'm going to do Hamilton to Matamata. So to keep it logical, what I'm going to do is find all of my places that are connected, and I'm going to put a dot underneath them, so then I've got a system. So here, from Hamilton to Matamata, I've got 68 kilometres, and I'm just going to put 68. I'm not going to bother to put kilometres because everything on my graph is going to be in kilometres. If I'd been using different units, then I would have labelled them. So I've already drawn Hamilton to Matamata. Let's find Cambridge. That's here. Tirau, which is here. Pirongia, well, that's not actually a town. It's described as a forest, so I'm just going to put it underneath here. Then Tiawatamutu. I'm really sorry about these pronunciations, by the way. I am in the process of completing a Maori course, so I'll get there eventually. And Tikuti, where's that? Can't find it now. That's Tokarua. And Tikuti's here. And then, just checking you guys can see okay. And then Tapao's here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 nodes. So let's check that those 9 nodes, that I've got 9 towns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, I've got them all. So now I can start joining them up. So I've already done Hamilton to Matama. Now I'm going down my Hamilton row, and the next one would be Hamilton to Cambridge. So I'm going to join these two up. And then I have Hamilton to Pirongia. And that's going to be there. Notice that, so I don't miss anything, I'm ticking them off, and also I'm going from one town to all of the other towns that it's connected to first, and then I'll move to my next town afterwards so that I cover every option. So Hamilton to Tiawamatu is that one. Okay, so that is Hamilton. Hamilton has 4 arcs coming off of it, so that node is even. That will come in handy later. So Matama, so I'm going to here, and Matama connects to Cambridge with 41 kilometres between it. So let's put that in place. 41 kilometres. And then from Matama to Tirau, that's 21. So that's 21. Oh, I know what I haven't done. I haven't put these lengths on. So Hamilton to Te Watamutu is... It helps to have a ruler in these situations, I have to say. Te Watamutu is 29. Sorry about that. It's best to label them as you go. And also a good habit is if you start writing your numbers on the right, keep them all on the right, because if you start putting some on the left and then some on the right of your arcs, it's really easy to get lost. So now Hamilton to Purongia, that was 32. So then Hamilton to Cambridge, that was 23. Great, so Hamilton and Matamata are done. Cambridge. Cambridge has a connection to Tirau, which is... Where's that one? Have I missed one? Oh no, it's there. Cambridge to Tirau, and that's 32. And then Cambridge to Te Watamutu is 24. 24. Okay, so both of those are done. Now Tirau to Te Watamutu, and that's going to be 61. And now Tirau to Tokoroa is 32. So Tirau to Tokoroa is 32. And now that's Tirau done. Purongia. So Purongia to Te Watamutu. So where's Purongia to here? And that's 12. So they're actually quite close together. So that's 12. And Te Watamutu to Te Kuiti is 48. Te Watamutu to Te Kuiti. So that is 48. And now we have Te Watamutu to Tokoroa. So that's 70. Te Watamutu to Tokoroa. And that's 70. Okay, I know this might be a bit boring, but I just want to go through it step by step in case you're not 100% sure, so that you can get your head around it and then maximise your grade in the internal. So now we have Te Kuiti to Tokoroa. That's 114. And Te Kuiti to Tapau. So that's going to be 113. Okay, and notice that I'm ticking them off as I go so I don't forget one. And then Tokoroa to Taupau is 66. Great. So now, all of my information that I've presented here, that I've been presented with, is presented as a network, as an Eulerian. Remember the keyword Euler? So this is the gentleman that designed it. It's an Eulerian graph. And we've created a network. So that's a great starting point, and I'm sure we're going to use this network in some other way. But for the minute, we know we've got at least one really good mark on our internal.